Happy Thursday! Me and Katie were talking about how we think it's kind of weird that you guys all watch your videos the day behind us actually filming them. Of course that makes sense, but even though it's Chicken Monday for us, really is for you, it's like Chicken Tuesday because you'll see Chicken Monday video on Tuesday and it's just kind of weird. So maybe I shouldn't even tell you what day it is. Maybe I should keep that just a secret. So now I'm heading off to the high school yet again and I cannot see a thing. I should have brought my sunglasses. I'm not complaining, I want it to be hot. Oh, but I can't see. So I'm going to the bank first because I have to deposit a large sum of money into my father's account. And you might be wondering, why, Stevie? Why do you have to do this? Well, I just might be holding on to a car for 3 days in the near future.
This isn't funny anymore. Get away from me! Okay, no, come back.
I better get the nurse.
Don't you dare leave me!
I'm so glad to be free from those losers. Just kidding. I just wanted them to hear me say that, but I think that I was too far away. I really like the story of this play. What it is it's about a young couple, and they're having their first baby, and they're trying to be all calm and in control, and they're very loving, but by the end of the play, they're screaming at each other, and it's just a big disaster, basically. I'm home for the next few hours, and then I'm going off to work. And actually, I'm doing another 6 days of working, but there's a reason for the 6 days of working, because after these 6 days of working, I'm gonna have 5 days of not working and standing by a car. So we had to get me working quite a few days in a row in order for me to have a couple days off in a row. My body is actually really sore from working out yesterday, so I'm proud of myself. I feel like I pushed myself, and my abs hurt, and my arm hurts, and I hurt right here. And I'm basically a mess, but that's a good thing. It means that you did a good job. I have to go make those phone calls again that I tried to make yesterday, but I failed at because no one answered. And I'm a little nervous, but I'm just gonna do it because I'm not gonna miss out on important opportunities because I'm too afraid to make a flippin' phone call. I just heard a little jingle that made me very, very happy because it means it's summer, finally. That down there is an ice cream truck, my friend. Just pointing this out for the record. Guess who's on time? Me. Freedom! I'm so glad that I'm free from work. Oh my goodness. When I first got there, it was so busy. It was like insanity. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it was so hot in there. And when you're working behind the coffee pots, all the heat comes at you. And I was just sweating and I felt gross. And the line was out the door for like 2 hours. And so working with all these customers, and I felt like, oh my goodness. I must have been here for like 5 hours by now. And then I looked at the clock and it's been like 1 hour and 10 minutes. And I was like, are you joking me? Normally when it's really busy, time goes by fast. But I don't know. I guess I was just kind of in a bad mood, so everything seemed like it sucked. But then it slowed down and I got a little calmer, and then the rest of my night was pretty good. Except this one customer, he comes in like every night, and he's a pretty quiet guy, so I never thought too much of him. But he wanted iced tea and he didn't have enough money, he didn't have enough pocket change, so he decided to get a coffee instead. And then he walked in and was like, oh sir, are you gonna pay? Like in a nice way. I didn't say it in a mean way. I was like, oh sir, you forgot to pay, haha. And then he freaked out and he yelled so loud. I've never heard anyone yell that loud in the store before. And he said, I already paid! And then he like walked off and he slammed something, I don't know what, but it was metal. And then the customers are all looking at him like, what the heck? And then he's like, what are y'all looking at? So then everyone stopped looking at him. And apparently this guy has caused some trouble before. Like, we've had to call the police on him because he was threatening other customers. Because apparently he talks to himself and some teenage guys were making fun of him, and so he was threatening to kill them. So that's not good. I didn't know that this guy was crazy, so I'm going to have to watch out for him a little bit. Anyway, the next girl comes up and orders, and I like didn't even hear anything, so I was still just like, what the heck, and I couldn't focus. But I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, I was talking to another guy I work with. I was like, I didn't know that he already paid, and the guy was like, he didn't pay. So I think when he looked at his money to see if he paid for the iced tea, he thought that he'd paid, like, I don't know, he's crazy. So I'm probably not going to serve that guy anymore. The only other time I've had big trouble with a customer was this creepy guy that always comes in, and this guy definitely has mental issues. He threw a napkin dispenser at me, a metal napkin dispenser, and he didn't actually hit me. I think that he was aiming for beside me, but if he hit me, I could have like sued him or something. So too bad he didn't. But actually, I talked about this on the first day I vlogged ever, but I had to cut it out because my vlog was too long. Anyway, I was assaulted, man. So this guy yelling at me doesn't bother me, but I'm not serving those two guys anymore. I'm about to go to bed now. My flag commenter of this video is the Coco because she had a funny story about phone calls. Apparently some super cute boy, who wasn't me, called her and she saw on her phone that he called her and she was so excited, and then it turns out he pocket dialed her, which has got to be the ultimate disappointment. If you watched my Pink Pansy video on Stevie in Motion, you'll know that it's about superpowers. So my question of this video is, what superpower would you have if you could choose?